to the presidency, Michigan, with 15 electoral college votes, is particularly important for Kamala Harris. There are alternatives, but not many paths that don't include Michigan. The whole world knows Detroit is the Motor City, the home of Ford and Dodge. That's undergone enormous disruption in recent years. AM Agenda host Laura Jays filed this report from the centre of America's so-called Blue Wall.
Kamala Harris remains just ahead in Michigan. For her to get the presidency, this state of Michigan needs to stay blue. Without it, the path gets very difficult. There is a disproportionate amount of blue-collar, industrial, working-class voters here. They got Joe Biden across the line at the last election. But Kamala is not as popular with the unionists, and the war in Gaza has changed things here. They could see Democrats turn against her in their thousands. This city of Dearborn, just outside of Detroit, has the largest Arab population in the United States, and they are divided.
Once the war started, I will not be going up to vote with the mentality of business comes first, or my pockets come first, or margin of profits. I'm going up there to see who's going to stop the war on my people.
Who's going to do that?
Neither one of them except Jill Stein. And I was never a third-party person. I never looked at third parties till Jill Stein came out and said, it's a genocide. What's happening in the Middle East is a genocide. So I started looking into Jill Stein. She's a Jewish woman. I'm Muslim. So this is not about religion. And this country does need a third party. As I said, we used to try to pick a candidate. We would pick which one of them is better, which is the best candidate. We're going up to the polls right now looking to see who's the lesser of two evils. And that's wrong. Kamala had 55 weeks to stop the war. I understand she's a vice president. It's like me being here a general manager of the restaurant and not the owner of the restaurant. If I'm a general manager and I can't control what's going on in the restaurant, how are people going to rely on me? Right now, it's my conscience. My conscience does not allow me to vote for anybody other than Jill Stein. And definitely not Harris. And I repeat that, definitely not Harris. She had her chance.
I will most likely vote third party.
Third party, but not Trump?
Not Trump, no.
Why?
I don't trust either side. Even just listening to Trump saying he would give the green light to Netanyahu to finish them and things like that, and just I have no trust in Trump's history being of Palestinian descent. 45,000 people have been killed in Gaza, most of them children and women. Something has to stop. It's really heartbreaking, and for us American taxpayers that have been here our whole lives, we feel like we've lost a voice.
We're choosing the lesser of two evils. We all are. Everybody's going to go to the voting booth, hold their nose while they vote, and then go back home and take a shower because they're so, feel bad about what they just did. We're trying to help people with wars that we shouldn't be fighting and all that kind of stuff. The same thing that's going on in the Middle East. I mean, they say what they want about the other guy. There wasn't a whole lot of this going on when he was in charge. So I don't know that that's because of him, but they sat down and they had some kind of agreement for a while, and that beats what we have going on right now. People getting killed all the time. So, I'm going to vote for Trump. I didn't vote for Trump both times, but I'm going to vote for him this time because I think a change is needed. We're heading downhill.
I don't believe, and many of us don't believe, that Trump has the heart to knowingly target and kill children, innocent civilians. Over 40,000 have been killed. So, this is like an urgent matter for us to get her out of office ASAP.
For the Democrats, the organising and campaigning has been diminished where they need it the most here in Michigan, particularly in Dearborn. Some Democrats will not vote at all. And if it comes down to turnout, this brick in the blue wall could turn red and back to Trump. Not because he's pro-Palestine per se, but they believe, despite what he says, he would end the war in Gaza. Laura Jays, Sky News, Michigan.
There are 6 days to go until US Election Day. Make sure you join us. Live coverage all day Wednesday. I'll be hosting, and my colleagues Annalise Nielsen, Paul Murray, James Morrow, Laura Jays, Peter Stefanovic, all in key locations across the United States as the results come in all day, Wednesday, November 6.